We all have that one friend who literally won't waste any space downloading a game you see online that looked fun, nor time if it's not an online competitive PvP, especially if it doesn't have a ranked mode. They will literally throw away their dignity, mental stability, pride, and entire life to be the highest rank in a video game like their life depends on it. Like they're nothing in life without being that rank and being seen as among the best in the world of online players. Rooms smelling like the meanest cans of bounce, dirty as shit, and chores have yet to be done, all cooped up in that dark ass room of theirs glued to the monitor, all just to hit diamond. This type of friend I know can ruin gaming within a friend group, as literally playing for fun is like a sin to them. They don't want to play the game for fun. They want to play the game to be superior at something and be better than others. They like the drive and hardship, breaking their setup and controllers and room objects whenever they get mad. And instead of blaming themselves for being ass, they blame the game when 95% of the time is definitely not the game. But you don't want to say anything to them to make them even more mad. They would rather sit in their chair for hours every day risking their mental health for a rank or a cosmetic than go outside and touch some grass or get a and get some paid or get some hoes. Literally addiction worse than narcotics. But little do most people know, ranked gameplay has been around ever since games were created. Even before online play, instead of a game mode called ranked or competitive play, it was called high scores. Yeah, I bet you obviously know what that is. People don't realize that that's what ranked play is, high scores, especially since your ranked is shown on a global leaderboard, just like how high score points were shown in an arcade machine, even allowing you to make usernames just like now over 70 years later. And also back then, there were arcade competitions where many different people across a state or country came to an arcade event and competed in arcade games to see who got the best high score. In games like Pac-Man, Galaga, Donkey Kong, Tetris, Space Invaders, Centipede, shit like that. In the movie Pixels with Adam Sandler and Paul Blart and other celebrities, which is a cool funny ass movie about retro games, showcases it very well. But just like how back then there were arcade competitions, it has evolved and became what we know now today, which is called esports, regional and national competitive gaming events, where just like back then, crowds of people came together to watch individuals or teams compete in video games to earn prizes, just like now, medals, trophies, and most of all, money in prize pools. As video gaming evolved over the decades, competition in them also evolved, and eventually video games made it to where the average player base can compete against each other at home, online, and globally. Naming certain game modes within that game ranked or competitive, giving players a chance to compete against other players and earn ranked titles and cosmetics, and even get a chance to become pro at a certain video game. Every online PvP game from years on out has went on to have competitive play, such as sports games, shooter games, battle royale games, fighting games, Google Maps games. Best believe, though, adding rank to video games not only became a revolutionary change, but also became a catastrophic one, as video game companies created something that will forever be a cancer to the gaming community: toxicity. With the internet allowing online gameplay where players can also communicate to each other through messages or voice chat. And with competitive players, you can probably guess where that went. They created something that was straight out of hell. Let's take Call of Duty for a great example.
Fucking fat nigga, bro. You're a fat nigga. You're a fat nigga.
Niggas sound like school shooters.
Whoa, you're a fat nigga. Whoa, that's not gonna be a fat nigga.
Dude.
You could be having a good time on COD, right? Running team deathmatch for camos, playing Battle Royale or Resurgence, or just playing PvP just to play. And let's just say you're the chill player that has a job and goes outside the house often and lives life spending maximum an hour or two on the game for fun, right? Not giving a care in the world about your skills. Then we have the ranked player that loads up hardcore ranked Resurgence and is a semi-high rank because they spend on average 18 hours a day on the game with no job and hasn't seen an ounce of chlorophyll. They treat their rank like their life and social status depends on it, and when they get killed by a better player, which they will never admit they're better and that they played weird or cheated, they will become enraged and probably break something out of anger, and most of all, go into game chat or direct messages and say some pretty hell-driven words, I should say. Shit like that over the years has caused self-harm, as it's, I guess, a form of cyberbullying, but at this point, this is just normal gaming culture. There's always people like this in PvP games that has rank. The gaming community can be just as toxic as the car community at times, and every gaming friend group has this type of friend who only plays ranked and acts like an angry ape when something doesn't go his way, and if you even mention a game that's not PvP or doesn't have a ranked mode and requires you to have fun, they will deadass look at you like you're on bath salts if it's a game that requires fun. Playing a game for fun to them is like a sin. They don't play games to have fun. They play to win. They want to feel the cortisol spikes. They want to break something. I deadass think ranked games turns a person into a serial killer level psychopath, especially if they do what most gamers try their hardest to avoid: solo queuing. This means playing with randoms for teammates. This only has two possible outcomes when a ranked player plays with a random or randoms. Outcome 1: their teammate/teammates is actually doing well or good enough enough, and they win the ranked match, and everything is all good and relieved, and the ranked gamer keeps a low cortisol level. Or outcome 2, which is the worst outcome. Their teammates are doing bad and cost the game, which lights a fucking fire inside the ranked player, and they start unleashing sailor mouth on their teammates through voice chat or direct messages. Slurs may or may not be involved, but curse words are normal in these scenarios, and I'm sure gaming developers over the years knew, because that's why reporting systems were established in every single online game. But anyway, you can even be close friends with this ranked only player, and they'll always blame you and yell at you for losing when you either don't play the game religiously like them, or they see you make minor mistakes. And the whole time, you've gotten laid like 3 times, have racks in your checking account, a job, and a whip, while they have 5,000 hours on a single game with no hoes, no job, probably no whip, and no money to their name. But they do have champion in Rainbow Six Siege. Shit like that is sad. I'd rather you just sign up for esports at that point so you can at least make a living out of it. Now don't get me wrong, as much as I'm rambling about all of this, I too am a ranked only player, mainly at least as of recent years, but I play ranked and also try to have fun doing it, because you play better when your cortisol levels aren't through the roof. Once I get my Elgato, I'll be able to make more videos of me gaming and having fun like my Fortnite ones, but also let me know what games you'd want to see me play. I have an Instagram that most of you have already found, and you can either follow or message me there for video and game requests, or say it in the community tab on YouTube, unless y'all want me to make a Discord server. Just let me know. Thank y'all again for 1,500 subs. Let's keep it pushing.